I guess the main goal and the main vision that God laid on our hearts for the early service was just to reach people in the community that have not been spoken to, do not go to church or not have a church family, and maybe provide a time for them when they can come and fellowship with believers, or come and learn how to be a believer at a time that's not comfortable, not too dressed up or formal, and they can just be relaxed, come fellowship with believers.
The purpose of having this building went back over many years. We had a building fund. Consequently, we went from the building fund to some CDs. With God's help and with the pastor's help, we had different committees that done a lot of research to have this building. When we first started out, we could only have so much of this building. But after a lot of planning and a lot of looking into the building, we were able to find some builders that would have us to have this building with God's help and His blessing, from the standpoint of being able to have a full-size gym along with the Sunday school rooms and a commercial kitchen and some storage rooms. God has blessed us in many ways with this building.
When we first prayed about the early service, I had no idea that we was going to grow as much as we did, and God blessed us. We kind of just had a vision, and we kind of feel like God was leading us to start this service, and it has truly been a blessing, and God has truly grown this service and added to people, and I just really thank God for what He has done in the early service. I thank God for leading Stephen and us and to starting this early service, and just praise God.
When we first started praying about the contemporary service that God had laid on our heart, we literally had zero materials. We didn't have a building, we didn't have any sound equipment, and I didn't know a single chord on the guitar. Over the next couple months, God provided the building and the sound equipment. A member of our church, Bobby Pittman, suddenly passed away, and it was a huge blow to our entire church family. It's a very big tragedy, and our entire church mourned and grieved over it. But through this, Bobby's wife, Sandra, felt that God had laid on her heart for her to donate all of Bobby's sound equipment to our church service, because she had bought into the vision that we're trying to reach the community through this contemporary service. Over the next couple months, as we practiced with Bobby's equipment, we saw young musicians flourish, such as Austin, as God has just blessed him. Elizabeth and Rebecca became great spiritual leaders and worship leaders in our youth group and on Sunday mornings, and God blessed me with the ability to learn a little bit of the guitar. Through these circumstances, God's just continued to affirm us that we are stepping in the right direction, and we are following the vision that He's given Stephen and given to the rest of our church, which is to start this contemporary service and continue to reach out into the community, to try to bring people who may not have a church home or have been out of church for a while, try to get them plugged in and worshiping together, discipling one another. So today, as we count our many blessings that God's poured out on us, we're just here to give all the praise back to God and lift up His glorious name.
Moving forward, the goal, the vision is to just continue to take what God has given us, His resources, His blessings, His power, His Spirit, and accomplish what He wants us as a church to do. Not to settle for maintenance, but to really strive for His mission. And specifically, what that looks like, I believe, in our church each Sunday is not getting comfortable with how many people we have here in the building, but continually concentrating on who is not yet part of our church family. Continuing to look outward into the community for the people that are hurting, the people that are broken, the people that need Christ. and to continually focus outside of these four walls on who is not here yet.